Imagine you have a really important contract with a Japanese investor and the future of your company depends on it. But you don't know a single word of Japanese. No problem. You open up your brain's menu. You download and install the Japanese conversation package. Oh, you're not translating anymore. You're thinking in Japanese. When we talk about connecting the brain to a computer, the first name that comes to mind is Neuralink, Elon Musk's high-profile project. But the story goes way beyond just downloading a language or a skill like playing the piano. Today, we're going to go beyond just the name and see what doors this achievement opens for humanity, and which ones it closes.
Hello everybody, my name is Alex Toddley. I'm the second participant in the Neuralink study, and I'm here to count us down to the demo. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Neo and this is Neo Horizon. Today we're going to talk about humanity's next achievement, upgrading humans. So stick around until the end of the video to find out what this upgrade could mean for us. To see how technology is changing our very definition of what it means to be human. First, let's get into the science behind all this and see how this technology actually works. Let's head over to the whiteboard so I can show you. Our brain speaks a very complex language which we call the electrical language of neurons. BCI is a flawless translator for this language. This process has 3 steps. 1. Reading, a very delicate mesh. It records our brain activity like a highly sensitive seismograph. Every memory, every thought, or every action the brain performs has its own unique pattern. Step 2. Translation. Now that BCIs are reading our brain and capturing its patterns, in this stage, the BCI converts that complex language into the computer language of zeros and ones. At this point, your thought has been turned into a digital data packet. Step 3. Writing. This is where Elon's real magic comes into play. The BCI takes a digital file, like playing the piano, and converts it into the neural language, then uploads this file into the brain by precisely stimulating neurons. It's like building a brand new, freshly paved road in the city of your brain that never existed before. Now that we know how this bridge works, let's dive deeper into the world it creates and see what the future holds for humanity. We're talking about a revolution in work and creativity. Imagine a global team of architects coming together to design a massive project. Instead of sending emails and files, they connect themselves to a shared mental space where they can feel every change being made, resulting in flawless creativity and coordination on the project. In this city, neurological diseases are a thing of the past. Diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or even people who have been paralyzed in accidents and can't walk. A paralyzed person can now send signals directly to their legs, allowing them to walk. With BCI, we can even transmit our emotions to other people. For example, instead of just saying, "I love you," we can actually show the real feeling we have for that person, and they can truly feel that love. It seems like in this city, everything is running perfectly and there are no problems at all. But every upgrade comes with its costs, and this city might have a really big bug. The brain getting hacked. When our thoughts are data, any hacker can break in and access our deepest feelings and thoughts. Or, for example, an insurance company could assess our risk of depression based on the thoughts we have. At this point, we no longer have any privacy, and at any moment, all our thoughts and memories could be exposed. Or, for instance, instead of the opposing lawyer presenting evidence in court, they could present our memories as evidence. In this city, there are no more secrets. The next danger is subtler and deeper. The illusion of free will. Imagine if a soda company, instead of advertising, activates a faint signal of thirst in your brain and links it to its own brand. What happens then? In this city, you think you're making choices, you have the illusion of choice. When in reality, you're just a nervous puppet, and all of this turns into the most dangerous social divide in history. Society splits into 2 groups. The enhanced, who live in a world of interconnected genius and emotions, and the ordinary people, who are seen by the enhanced as inefficient and slow members of society. This is a battle for the survival of our species against ourselves. And in the end, we arrive at the main crisis. the crisis of authenticity. Do you think this charismatic and determined person you are is really you? Or did you just install the confidence module? When you can download any aspect of your personality, where does your true self stand? So this is our future, a major crossroads. On one hand, there's the potential to solve the biggest problems and reach a new level of existence. And on the other, the risk of losing our personal information and thoughts in our minds, especially our humanity. I hope Elon Musk has thought about this before he decides to make Neuralink public. Now that we've seen what connecting to technology and upgrading humans could look like, you might be interested to see what it's like to live for a year without the internet and technology, and where that would take a person. In the previous video, we talked about this shocking scenario, and you can watch it by clicking on the video you see on the screen. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you enjoy this kind of content and videos, I suggest you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next videos. Goodbye.